Hi, and thanks for joining me again. If you saw the last video, I said I was going to be doing another video, this video apparently, taking a look from the top down at some old PC components. Got my old AM3 Plus motherboard here. With, some very outdated hardware. Mostly e-waste, but we're trying our best to make something out of it. I think eventually I'm going to turn this into a bit of a storage server. So that, and I have a hard time throwing anything away. So doing my little test before I got started here, I found it's a little difficult to see much of anything, but there are a few things here I wanted to show you. Like in the last video, we're taking a look through the CM-1 MicroXplore compound biological microscope with our USB 5 megapixel camera in the barrel there. And we're going to be taking a look first at this PCI card. This is an old PCI Wi-Fi card. Here's the antenna. Remove the I/O shield and everything. Gosh, yeah, this must be probably at least 12, 13 years old. Back when I first built this computer. I don't know if it actually has a date on it anywhere. Nope. Nope. Anyway, let's take a look. We're going to be going just right on top of the microscope there. We'll set board out of the way for right now. Grab some stuff here later. Probably about as good as we're going to get. So we'll get the flashlight from our smartphone to kind of light the way. And do our best to try to get a view. So, go full screen there. There we are. And this is a this is a bit tricky to get lit right. And it's odd how things look at this particular magnification. Just looking at the card beforehand, you know, all these letters and numbers and stuff look super crisp and sharp and clean, and that is not what we're seeing here at all. I mean, look how uneven those edges are, and all the paint or whatever that's missing from the high spots. I mean, it doesn't even look like it has any kind of texture when we're just looking at it. But you know, down to this view, you can really see how much texture there truly is. So this is actually on the chip that's on that's soldered to this board. This is Raylink RT3060F So I just wanted to kind of show you that to start with. That was pretty interesting here. And it has this kind of stylized R. I think it's an R. I don't know. Type of thing. Anyway, I'm screwing around a little bit too much with this thing. So we'll move away from the chip and onto the board. Takes a little bit of adjustment, but there we are. So this is, yeah, so their chip ends yeah, and then has a white line and some writing and stuff. And this is just right on top of that green board. And you can see the day line running through it there. And you can see, I kind of apologize. This is super dirty. I did my best to clean it up, but I mean, as you can see, you know, this many years in, it's got some character to it. It was still working just fine when I replaced it, but you can just see how much things break down over time. How much stuff you kind of collect on these cards, and you can see all the dirt that's embedded. And the lines that run through it. And we got some solder points. Kind of hard to get that exactly in focus because it's not exactly a flat surface. And look how scratched this thing is. How much dirt's all over it. Crazy. And there's more of that solder. But again, you know, all these lines look so crisp and so sharp and so very flat, and you can see how not sharp or crisp or flat they really are. I mean, it is not even. All right, let's I'm just curious. I haven't actually done this before, but let's add that red light back to it. Oh gosh, wow. That's kind of wild. That's a whole other view. Golly. It's a trip and a half, isn't it? Let's kind of scan down here. You can see all the lines that run through it. These are a little bit harder to see when we're just looking at it through the white light. And I gotta kind of move the camera back, or the light source back and forth to try to get some semblance of oh, there we go. Gotta adjust a little more. Anyway, that was the thing I was taking a look at. So we'll pull that card off here, set it. Actually, we'll plug it back into the PCI slot. Yeah, not even PCI Express, actual PCI. If you can believe that. I mean, we got our beautiful Corsair Vengeance DDR3 RAM. Got a whole 4 gigs here. And you can only really see, well, and kind of show you, you can only really see a bit of the bottom of the board because this heat sink. I couldn't really figure out a good way to get the heat sink off. I'm sure I probably could have just Googled it, but what's the fun in that? So we'll try to get it the best we can onto the platform. And I guess it would help if the light was the right way. There we go. We figured it out. And focus. There we are. And this is the very bottom where the card actually plugs in to the board. Shabam gold. And you can see just how teeth look. You see they go up, and there's a line. And they go up into the board, and we start to lose. We'll adjust. There we are. Now, I know all about PC components, but to be perfectly frank with you, I don't know jack about electronics. I just think it's real neat to look at. So that's what I thought I'd share with you, is this neat thing that I found to look at. Oh, that's neat. Look at that. They look so flat and smooth, and they're just not. Almost looks alive. I mean, granted, I'm scrolling back and forth with the fine adjust, but yeah, it's just a trip, isn't it? And back in the day, it was 4 gig stick. Well, it came in 2-channel set, so 8 gigs total. I think I probably paid about $60 for it. Could probably make $5 selling them on eBay right now. But you know what? I mean, yeah, I got 4 sticks. Yeah, sure, it's only DDR3, but for turning this into a server, just for storage, I mean, heck, I probably don't need that much memory. Anyway, so that's what the RAM looks like. Oops. That's what part of the RAM looks like, at least. So pull that off there. Try not to break stuff. Sorry, going off camera a little bit. See my dog sleeping in the background. He's over there on the he's over there on the couch. Little pit bull. Snap that back into place. I really don't know if we can if we can see too much more. Let's take off this CPU. This is actually not the original CPU that I had. This is an AMD FX series. I don't even remember which FX it was, but it was yeah, you can't really see it. Anyway, this is a replacement. I was towards the end of the life of my computer. I was trying to do whatever I could to make it at least somewhat fast. And I had an AMD Phenom 2 that I'd been using for just years and years and years. So I figured, well, I mean, at this point, it probably couldn't cost too much to upgrade the CPU. But like literally the only AM3 Plus CPU I could find was this FX series, and wasn't exactly the best. But yeah, we got a whole bunch of gold on the back. At this point, it's probably worth more in gold than anything else. Anyway, we're gonna put this sacrificial slide down. This is for my pirate video, just to not scratch stuff up too bad and hopefully not bend any pins. And we'll see what this looks like. I just wanted to get it into view here. I think we're just going to take a look with the natural light once we get a chance. Scroll through with our and yeah, it's about good. So we'll switch back here to the phone light. And again, you know, it's got this weird texture to it. I mean, it feels smooth to the touch. Not overly smooth, but, you know, smooth enough. But then it just looks like hell. It's got some nice scratches. I'm sure that was from me abusing the thing for years, or taking the heat sink off too roughly or something. I'm kind of curious to see if we can see any details of the pins. So we'll give this a shot. Just flipped it over there. Oh gosh. Oh, that's what the top of the pin looks like. I believe these are gold. I mean, it does the trick. It worked well enough while I had it. Yeah, you really can't see too much. It's just, yep, it's a gold pin. Let's see if we can. Oop, went the wrong way. Let's see if we can see down. There we go. Yeah, that's an interesting looking view. And you know, all these are just kind of soldered into place. But any one of these pins gets bent or broken and it will not read. So anyway, that's something. Kind of a different view on PC components than you might have seen before. Hope you liked the video. It was kind of fun for me to make this. I very much enjoyed that. Oop, I can't seem to find my controller anywhere. Oh gosh. Oh, sorry. All right, there we are. So thank you again for stopping by and watching my video. I appreciate you coming to spend a little time. Going a little long here, 20 minutes for a video. But yeah, here just to share the goofy stuff that I look at under the microscope. So I hope you enjoy it. Thank you very much and have a great night.